course, the biggest change in Bravo over the last 15 years is that it started out much more lifestyle. Like they
Yeah.
took Queer Eye and then they blew out the different tenets of Queer Eye. Like, so for example, food became Top Chef and the physical fitness stuff became
Yep.
workout. All the interior design became Jeff Lewis with flipping out. They exploded each of those the niches.
Yes.
Did you know Jeff at all? Like, you were both in
I
LA.
I have only met Jeff once, and his energy is so repugnant and distasteful that every time I would see him, I just would walk the other way.
But wait, where did you meet him and what?
I met him at I think I met him at the gay and lesbian thing they did each year, gala, and some
The GLAAD Awards?
Yeah, I think I met him there. And I was dressed up. I think I had Mimi with me. I think we were just friends at the time because it was after workout season 1. Yeah, so I remember we were dressed beautifully, full hair and makeup, and he comes over to us and says to Mimi, "I love you." And I'm standing there. I could care less. And she's like, "Oh, thank you." And he's like, "You're the only good thing about the show." And then he looked at me and he said, "You, I can't stand. You, I don't like." And I said, I mean, that is surprising. I'm not used to people just trying to go out of their way to be rude to a stranger. And I just said, "It's mutual." And I smiled. I said, "I find you distasteful." And I smiled, and then I walked away. And then Mimi tagged on, and then we got our seats, and that was it. That's the only time I saw him. But you can feel his energy from a mile away. There are two types of human beings in this world. First of all, our energy is something my personal energy is something I work on every single day, making eye contact, smiling at strangers, asking people how they are. So your energy is extremely powerful, especially if you've worked on yourself, your body, and you've got your body, your mind, all the brain chemistry working beautifully at once. You're unstoppable. And your energy comes 10 feet before you. Walk into a room, open that door, and your energy is 10 feet before you even physically enter a room. People don't realize that, but they really, really should hear what I'm saying right now. And you either transcend, and people in a room will stand there, even if you're a stranger, and they physically get closer and try to talk to you, or you repel in this world. And people don't look at you, they don't smile at you, they ignore you, or they walk away from you, or they just don't like you for no reason. Just to say, his energy was repellent. And then you look at his assistant, Jenny, who he screwed over. Like, he really messed that girl up. I ran into her. We were staying at the same hotel, and we're going to some penthouse party at the hotel that we were both staying in after a Bravo event in New York. And the girl is so genuinely sweet, down to earth. I mean, I talked to her for ages.
Workout and Flipping Out shared an executive producer, Billy Taylor.
Billy Taylor, I despise him. I was just talking with one of the producers yesterday who's getting the show out for me this upcoming week. And all he does is produce reality TV shows. He's working constantly. And he was on first season. He was actually on the whole thing, all 3 seasons of Workout. First season, we had a great lesbian. Second season, we had a straight woman. Fantastic. Second season was the best. Third season, I was asked to have a straight man. His name's Billy. The first thing I said with Mark, when I talked to him a couple of days ago on FaceTime, he goes, Billy was a misogynist, sexist, gay-hating a-hole. He destroyed third season. He hated me. He doesn't like women. He doesn't like gay people. He's a misogynist. Now, having just said that, it's not a proven fact. It is mine and several other people who worked on season 3's opinion of him. And here's what he did. I remember seeing season 3 and being in tears because I actually did the most impactful, emotional, incredible, beautiful work with people on season 3. None of it was shown. It was only really bizarre stuff that they would make up and clip together. This is what Bethany's complaining about.
They would like Frankenbite it?
Yeah, Bethany was complaining. It's legit. So what they do is the executive producer's not your friend. They act like it, but they're actually trying to make you look bad. So what they do is they conspire with Bravo, in my case, and they shoot footage, and the executive producer or the person on set, they decide what they show Bravo. So Billy decided that he was going to show Bravo nothing but horrific and weird and awkward things. He showed them no inspirational story, no heroic events like season 1 and 2 had. He only showed things that happened off camera, and then people on camera would accuse me of things, and I'm like, what are you talking about? So I screamed at Andy Cohen and Corey and the executives over at Bravo, the high-ups, and I remember being in Vegas to promote something, and I was in the casino by myself, and I was screaming every 4-letter word. Why the F would you do this? Why would you take a brand that you have invested so much time, energy, and money into, and then destroy it?
What'd they say?
Destroy it without even talking to me, without even asking me questions, without even saying what's going on, and taking somebody who hated my guts and did not understand who I was and did not care to come from a female perspective at all and doesn't understand women at all. And you only took his footage, and Andy said, Jackie, he said he had nothing good, no good footage on you. Yeah. So am I bitter? Yes.
See, can I just say something? Look, I want to say something. So I've interviewed Billy Taylor like years ago, and he worked years on MTV Diary, and he is the person that Jeff credits with the success of Flipping Out. However, that sort of his style is fly on the wall style, and so I feel like that's what he was trying to do was fly on the wall and like recreate that with you. The thing is, Workout was never fly on the wall.
Yeah. Also, I'm not a man. I think Billy understands male characters. And let's be frank, Jeff Lewis is a repugnant character on TV. He is flawed to a degree that you wouldn't really want to befriend him as a person. So that's what Billy might have been good at. And also, remember, Flipping Out is not about Jeff. It's about the visual impact. Bravo is fantastic, and viewers love to see a house in shambles, or a person's life in shambles, or a 400 to 500 pound man or woman in shambles, not being able to step down a stair. Viewers love to see that because there's a circus it's a circus show, okay? But that is not what Workout was. Nobody's life was in shambles. I didn't even deal with what Biggest Loser did. Workout was supposed to be beautiful trainers, having fun, interesting lives. My personal love relationship was always a major part of it and had to be. And that was, my flaw. We'll call that a flaw. At the end, you see Jeff treat people like terrible, but then he's great at his job.
He's also okay with being the villain.
Exactly, and I'm not.
There you go. We summed it up. That's it.
I don't want to demean my housekeeper. I don't want to demean somebody on camera. I will never do that.